Hi friends, and welcome back to Busy Bride 101, the wedding planning podcast for brides who are short on time, but big on dreams. I'm Lisa G. McMillan, your host and wedding planner of over 20 years here in Western North Carolina. I've worked with couples from Asheville to Charlotte, and if there's one thing I know, it's that planning a wedding is equal parts exciting and, let's be real, a little scary at times. And today, we're talking about two wedding topics that often causes stress: your wedding budget and choosing the right vendors for your big day. I know, not the most glamorous part of planning, but it's the backbone of making sure your dream day doesn't turn into a financial nightmare. My goal here isn't to stress you out. It's to give you a few real-life strategies and one big aha moment that will help you plan smart while keeping the romance front and center. Here's my favorite way to tackle your budget without guessing. Write down your top 3 priorities. For most couples, that's something like venue, food, and photography. Ask yourselves, what really matters most? When you know your must-haves, you can confidently say yes to what you love and no to what's not a priority. Now here's the real deal. Always build in a 5 to 10% cushion to your budget. Something always comes up, such as extra chairs, a last-minute tent because of rain, a dance floor you didn't realize you needed, or even a decor surprise you can't resist. Planning for a little wiggle room in the beginning means you won't feel blindsided later. And let's talk about family contributions. If multiple people are pitching in, like parents or other loved ones, have those conversations early. Decide who's covering what before you start signing vendor contracts. It may feel a little uncomfortable in the moment, but trust me, it avoids future awkwardness and makes it much easier to move forward with clear expectations. When it comes to food and drinks, the bar can be a huge item, but there are smart ways to keep it in check. For example, instead of serving champagne all night, offer it just for toasts. It's elegant, memorable, and much more cost-effective. Another option? Create a signature cocktail served during cocktail hour only. It gives guests something fun to enjoy, but without the expense of an open bar running all night. Transportation is another area where you can be intentional. Instead of hiring shuttles for every guest, think about just providing it for the wedding party. It simplifies logistics, reduces costs, and still keeps things running smoothly on your big day. Here's another great tip. Don't be afraid to ask your vendors for referrals. Chances are your photographer has a favorite florist, your DJ knows great lighting teams, and your wedding planner, that's me, has a list of trusted professionals who already work well together. Referrals can save you research time, headaches, and sometimes even money. So, repeat after me. Always get it in writing. This one is huge. Every agreement, big or small, should be in writing. Take cake stands, for example. When finalizing your wedding cake and desserts, don't overlook the stands and platters. You've got 2 options here. 1, rent them from your baker, or 2, buy your own. If you're planning a destination wedding and flying in, renting is usually the way to go. It saves you the headache of packing and cleaning up. If you purchase, ask yourself, how will I get this back home? Who's going to clean and repack it after the party? These little details matter, and a written agreement assures there's no confusion later. Here's your big aha moment. Wedding budgeting isn't about restriction. It's about freedom. When you plan smart from the start, you give yourself permission to actually enjoy the celebration without worrying about surprise bills or last-minute chaos. These are absolute game changers. Thanks for tuning in to Busy Bride 101. I hope these tips help you feel more confident with your budget and vendor decisions. If you loved today's episode, hit subscribe. Share it with your friends who need this assistance. And remember, planning your wedding can be joyful, and with the right budget and vendors along your side, it absolutely can be. See you next time.